Hello, my pickles, my snowflakes, and my turtles. It's New Year's Eve morning. Welcome. This could be the eve of the new you. If you're somebody that's just been waiting for January 1st to make changes, when I used to do things like make those promises to myself, um, it would be for January 2nd because I always knew that there was a brunch involved on January 1st. But if you're one of those that I am getting to the first, out goes all the crap, purging the fridge, the cupboards, the tins, the bags, the crap out. And you make a run to a produce place, maybe your local store, maybe Whole Foods, maybe just a veggie type of place, and or a butcher, and you just bring in the good stuff and say, that is freaking it. I'm done. I'm done dabbling. I'm done nibbling. I'm done thinking that I'm normal and I can do this because everybody else is mindlessly eating. You think you can do that? Well, it might take a little bit of a hangover. You might have a sugar withdrawal. You might have a carb withdrawal. You might have an alcohol withdrawal tomorrow morning. I don't know. I don't live with you, but don't make me come out there with my swatter. Because if you made a promise to yourself, then it's yourself that matters. And it does in the long run anyway. Because what good are you if you're the unhealthy one needing the help, the meds, all the doctor's appointments, all the copays, all that stuff that goes on with that you want to get rid of? And stop playing with your scale. Your body is going to be the best place to find out how you feel. It is. I'd say trust me, but I'm not a snake oil salesman. I'm just a 68-year-old broad that believes in keto, believes in healthy, identifiable foods that you choose to put into your body. No artificial sweeteners, no diet sodas, no grains, no sugars of any kind, and no fruit. And I also say no ketofying, no fooling around. You've already had your quota. We don't have to go over this again, do we? So last night, we had the big Greg's family Christmas, and Santa comes, and there's hundreds of kids and adults, and the spread of food is just incredible. I brought kale soup with my spicy chorizo and my quasi-spicy linguiça. The kale soup is like a Portuguese favorite, and it's one of my signature dishes, so I brought it. It's got beans and kale and little red potatoes in it, and so I had my annual half a cup and worked around, like the little kid picking out the onions and the nuts, I was just picking them out. But they did have a huge prime rib, so I had 2 ribs. Oh yeah, that's right, Sarah. I remember you like those ribs. You bet I do. I brought my own pink Himalayan salt. I made my own individual salad, and then I made a great big salad for the rest of them. And so it was good. So I had my my little kale soup, my prime rib, and my salad. So I was in heaven. Macadamia nut oil on my salad. And then I just, watched the other people partake in all of the standard American fare. And it looked beautiful, but it didn't look like food to me. So I was kind of safe, and I was very happy munching my own things that I would if I was home in my comfy clothes with Greg watching something on TV, like Escape from Dannemora, something like that. And so it went great. But we were driving home, and of course it's still pitch black. It was 5:13 on the car clock, and we passed this 40-foot rig that said Doritos on it. And it's Sunday, and it's 5:15, and it's coming on to Cape Cod. I don't know where it could have been going. I mean, talk about a late delivery. It seemed like something that would be 5:15 in the morning, heading to all the local stores. But whatever, maybe there's a big Dorito push, Frito-Lay push for tonight, for New Year's Eve. And you don't even have to worry about that, do you? You don't even have to worry about that. You don't have to pick up your 4 different versions of it. and God knows I loved all of them. Lick that chip. Oh yeah, it was bad. But we don't talk about that anymore, even though I just did, didn't I? We talk about identifiable food. If your grandmother wouldn't recognize what's on your plate, then there's probably a good chance that you shouldn't be eating it, right? You don't need to put that in your body. And if tomorrow's the big purge day or January 2nd is the big purge day, don't eat all the crappy standard American diet food because you don't want to waste it. Why put more of that poison into your body if you're going to make the change? I'm telling you, there's a lot of us out there that already have experience with this, with the getting it out, just get it out, and the bringing in the good stuff. And there's nothing like opening up your, assuming you have a double door right there, opening up your fridge and seeing all those beautiful meats and those sane little bit of vegetables and some good organic eggs and good fats like the Kerrygold and the heavy whipping cream like the Organic Valley heavy whipping cream. There's nothing like it, opening up and seeing that it's all there just for you to be safe and strong and keto in 2019. I know you have it. I know you do. So, it's decisions that we make. And we've heard a lot here on this channel, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we can make it all good again. We can. It's just how it is for us. We just need to make that decision. We've already made the decision to make the decision. And now New Year's Eve, it's really a good time to make that decision. If you're somebody that partakes in New Year's Eve, you don't have to have a food and booze funeral tonight. You don't have to. A lot of people still do because it's like, it's the night before and I'm never going to eat this crap again. You don't have to do that. You don't. You can just make the same decisions and even have maybe a nice keto dinner. Maybe plan a nice keto egg, cheese, veggie omelet for tomorrow for brunch. You can make sane decisions. Get some great healthy mineral water. I'm a San Pellegrino and a Topo Chico fan. And when in doubt, Celtic salt crystals on your tongue and a good, maybe whole bottle, maybe a couple of glugs of the mineral water, and, pay attention to the clock. In 10 or 15 minutes, you'll forget that you were craving that stupid, dumb thing that's still on the counter that you can dump. You don't need to eat that way. It's just not healthy for you, okay? So what am I having today on New Year's Eve? Well, it's kind of leftovery because, just because it's December 31st, and I made a delightful pot roast that will be for tomorrow, but for today, yeah, it's kind of leftovery. The new phone. The calories for today are 1,109. The protein is 60.5. Carbs total are 6.4, and the fats are 93.4. I'm having it's a fun day. I'm having some pork spare ribs that I bought that I've already cooked, so I'll be finishing those up. I'm having 30 grams of Brussels sprouts, 30, and I'm having 30 grams of asparagus cooked in the toaster oven with a little spray, of the organic coconut oil. And I'm having 75 grams of organic 365 romaine salad with 20 grams of raw celery and 35 grams of organic English cucumber on top. 10 grams of macadamia nut oil and 5 grams of ghee, Fourth and Heart, melted into it. And that will be the delight that is waiting for me tonight. I work the overnight, so I used to call this amateur night when I worked at Getting Drunk myself. So I work at midnight, and we know what tomorrow is, right? It's a rabbit. So say that out of your mouth the first thing on the day, and you're supposed to be having a month of good luck, but nothing else. Don't say anything before that, like, move, will you? No, just say rabbit, rabbit, and you should have a month of good luck. And that's the exciting part of good luck. And so I hope all of you have extended longevity into the keto journey, where it's a way of eating, a way of life, and not an until and unless. I hope that if you partook in the crap, that you are totally done with it, that you realize like that didn't work. It didn't work for decades. Why would it have worked for this last month, right? So you're always able to step back onto the keto train. You don't have to pay a readmission price except your own guilt, shame, remorse, and the beating up that you might do for partaking and gaining back some of that hard fought loss, and getting back, having the healthy foods, having the energy, sleeping better. Yeah, it's all so much better when you decide that this is your way of life and this is what you're going to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next year. Can you imagine? Thanks so much. Bye-bye for now.